Hello everyone and welcome back to Jurassic June. Hello Fadeleaf, hello Adam, hello Moto. So this past week we played through E.V.O, the Theory of Evolution, which we have basically realized is one of our favorite games. Now, it is truly amazing, unique, and very, very special. Sorry, we just announced and we're going live. We forgot to make those posts. Here's the problem. This is a sequel. Sequel we actually played before. Not all the way through. We have played it before. On the Super Nintendo, it was localized. It's called Search for Eden. It's a side-scroller. Let's just hop right to it, shall we? Let's just go straight to it. Let's play some E.V.O. Search for Eden. See what the audio level is like. Okay, we can't tab out. About 4.6 billion years ago, the sun had 9 smaller stars and named the third one Gaia. My dear Gaia, please listen to me. From this time forward, every 1 billion years, you will have children called life. One of them will be able to help you to build a new era. Each child must endure a difficult trial. You might think it's too severe, but it is necessary. The trial is a test of nature, the survival of the fittest. If he passes, I will allow him to be your partner and to enter Eden. E.V.O. Search for Eden. Pressing start is not doing anything. Good work. Okay. There we go. Got it working. Okay. There she is. Hi, my name is Gaia. I am the one who watches over all life, including you. You will journey through many periods of time on this planet, a journey of change. The journey will not be easy, only the strong will survive. This is a trial given by my father. I hope you can survive this trial and meet me in Eden. This will be the end of your journey. Well, the time has come. You may go now. You are already a fish. It took 3 billion years for your body to evolve. You must travel alone. Please be careful. Good luck. So this game is a little bit different already. So in the first game, Gaia speaks to us. But now on Gaia is kind of our mother in a way. In this game, we're We're traveling to become Gaia's partner? Fair enough. This is gorgeous. This is really pretty. Love the water ripples. They actually look really nice. All right. Oh, couldn't move. It was just A press, B press. Ocean of Origin. All right. We're gonna start by checking what's the hotkey for save states in case we need them. Not seeing any hotkey. Okay, well, now we know. Evolution has to go. Be the first to rail the pretty goddess. I mean, yeah. I think that's called sexual selection. Alright, we're a fish. Yay! We can bite. We can take big bite. It looks like eating. That's attacking. Okay. Hello. Hold on, did we just get born into a world on behalf of a goddess who tasked us with a difficult trial? Yes. That sounds awfully familiar. Just give us health. What? We have another newcomer? Welcome to the world, where the only rule is the fittest shall survive. Look, newcomer, you better listen to the rules of this world. There are the three. 1. Fight for survival and for food. 2. Only move forward, never back. The last is evolve and become strong. Well, this is a very dangerous world, isn't it? Are you afraid of it? The weak and flabby will be easy to defeat. What about you, newcomer? Okay, we're already fighting. Okay. So what does E.V.O stand for? Like why is it E.V.O? Because that's not the name in Japanese. In Japanese it's 46 Okinawan Monogatari, the 4.6 billion year story. Does the manual tell us? Capability, record. Okay, what's capability? Classification, fish. Hit points, max 20p. Okay. Attack power, biting. Strength, kick, strike, horn. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, this we remember. So, here's how evolution works in this game. In the last game, you evolved by controlling a chart of 4 stats. Here, you focus on body parts. So we want to evolve a horn. Costs us 200 points. Okay, we can't do that. What about our jaws? 200 points. Okay. What about our body? 300 points. Okay. 200 points. Okay. Original dorsal fin, 50 points. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we can't afford anything else right now. That's okay. If E.V.O is a fake acronym, that means we can come up with what it means ourselves. What did E.V.O stand for? It stand for engaging vor orgy. That's basically what we're doing right now. We're eating up all of these jellyfish. Especially virgin organism. Enjoy voluptuous. Don't think of like a word for deity on O, but we couldn't find one. Right now, this is basically like Echo the Dolphin. In a way. I'd say the graphics are not as impressive as they were in the like larger shot of the sea. Kind of underwhelming. Extremely violent orgasm. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, O can be organism, right? Like, yeah, because you use especially virgin organism. So what if we're like, every viable organism? That fits the actual game. Yeah, we should read the manual and find out. So we tried to like since we fell in love with the first game, like it is genuinely one of our favorite RPGs now. Like we haven't been able to stop thinking about it since we beat it. Like it's just been in our head the entire time. That's all we can think about. So we were like, we would love to own a physical copy, right? So we looked it up. And as always, when it's a Japanese home computer game, you should not look it up on eBay or anything. Even if you can find it, it's gonna be overpriced. You should find it on like an actual Japanese second-hand store and order it through a proxy. That's always gonna be the cheapest option. The cheapest one we could find was $150 before shipping and tax. And we think that was missing the manual. Game is expensive, yo. This game has never been re-released, and a big reason for that is likely because the soundtrack is by Sugiyama. And outside of Dragon Quest, games with his music basically never get like re-released. 420! Okay, let's evolve something. Get a dorsal fin. Get a sailing dorsal fin. Mysterious time stream evolves you. Cool. Okay, and now we want... Yeah, no, actually no, let's save up for 300 and then get a horn. Anyway, if you thought the PC98 game is expensive, the Super Nintendo game, which is like the more known one, the one that has a lot of documentation, the one that got localized, that one is like 3 times as expensive. Both in Japanese and in English. It's like hyper rare. That really shocked us. Now our goal in life is to have enough of an income where we can feel that we can reliably spend $150 on importing a PC98 game. And preferably a Japanese laptop we can actually play it on hardware. That'd be fun. But we're a long way off on that. Viral Horn. Mysterious time stream involves you. Alright, we can go to the next screen now. Reduce that time, get a real tepid reception. This game or the first game? Cave of Guidance. How do we use our horn? Push Reading. Okay, yeah. Can we not use our horn for combat? Oh, okay, no. Okay, okay. It's double tap. Okay. We're learning. The horn couldn't withstand the power and broke? What? What the fuck? That's not how evolution works. I mean, that's how physics work, but like... Didn't realize we would have to evolve the same parts twice. That's very interesting. Right now we're trying to avoid comparing this game with the first game. Because we know as soon as we start doing that, we will... like, be unfair towards it. Rumors circulate among the cucumbers. The angler's horn attracts enemies because of its great light. They say we can't return here if we cross the third volcano in the sea. It is Gaia's plan to lead the fish to a new world. A new world. Something in your body speaks. How are you progressing? Don't worry, I will help you evolve. You may call me Crystal. I will give you advice on how to evolve. Evolving your jaws will increase your biting strength. Evolving your body will increase your defensive power. Evolving your horns will increase your attack power. Evolving your hands, feet, and dorsal fin, as well as your tail, will increase your hit points level, agility, and strength. Be careful, evolving one part of your body may decrease another part. Okay, thank you. But yeah, by the way, the game we played earlier today, A Sound of Thunder, we looked at the film the game was supposed to be a tie-in to before the film was delayed. That film might have the worst special effects we have seen for a dinosaur film outside of, like, you know, mockbusters, and maybe even them, they tend to be better. Alright. Here's some new jaws. Here's time to revolve you. Different sound effect when eating now. That's kind of fun. Oh, that was a tournament? Yeah, we did read something about fascism, and like English now being spelled phonetically is another one, which is kind of funny. But also, the difference in the short story is that in the short story, it's because they stepped on a butterfly and crushed it. Not because they brought a butterfly to the future, and that somehow changed it. It's like... there was no, like, we can fix it by going back in time and restoring the butterfly to its location. Like if that's the game. We don't know if the movie uses that as well. If the movie uses that, it's amazing how little they understand about both the story and just the butterfly effect. Oh shit. It's interesting that we went from a turn-based RPG to an action RPG. This game. Like at the time, that was not common. Like this might actually be the first example of that. Hi there, fish. Try eating a red crystal. You may evolve into a strange creature. Okay. Crystal power causes mysterious evolution. Yeah. Mysterious time stream evolves you. Okay. They're kinda cute. How do you save in this game? Crystal power doesn't work yet. Return to former body. What? What? But they said never go back. That was a rule. Daily body. Mysterious time stream evolves you. Yeah, but this sounded like it was like too early for us to get it or something. But yeah, we would like to read, by the way. In the last part of Hero Evolution, we didn't have time to write the review. We always end by writing a review, after all. We have written the review now. We would like to read it out if you don't mind. Let's do that now. This review has been posted on Backlog, as well as How Long to Beat. Hold on, let's actually check how to say 46 in Japanese, because it's so awkward that we just keep saying 46. Yonjuroku, okay. Yonjuroku Okunen Monogatari the Shinkaron, also known as E.V.O, the Theory of Evolution, is an underappreciated masterpiece that any connoisseur of Japanese RPGs need to play through at least once. Throughout the game, you're experiencing 4.6 billion years of Earth's history through the eyes of one being, embodying the very concept of evolution, hopping from transitional species to transitional species across various eras through the guidance of Gaia, the embodiment of planet Earth. While it's easy to dismiss the game's fairly simplistic combat system as not up to the standards of other games of the era, with basic turns that ignore stats in favor of always letting the player act first and sticking to only one-on-one combat encounters, it grows deeper and deeper with each evolution through the addition of unique abilities. Starting as a fish, you can't do much other than attack or rest, but as soon as you get decent teeth, you can bite the opponent. As you get a prominent tail, you can slap them repeatedly in the face. As you get a horn, you can stab them, etc., until you're eventually wielding weapons and tricking enemies into lowering their guard. Your evolutionary line is decided through adding experience points called E.V.O genes into 1 out of 4 stats on a compass: Wisdom, Endurance, Vitality, and Attack. Wisdom determines the effectiveness of special moves, Endurance helps you adapt to the environment, Vitality determines your maximum health points, and Attack determines your overall strength. You need to keep a balance in these stats to not end in an evolutionary dead end, adding an interesting risk to certain builds. Making bad choices won't softlock you or anything, but can cause trouble depending on where your mission takes you. This means that a playthrough of Okemono, which took us around 13 hours in total, will not let you experience playing as all the unique species, adding a level of replayability that even some of the deepest RPGs struggle to attain. There are over 150 different species in total, including some fantastical and fictional ones, and they come with specific special moves depending on their traits. Much like the combat system, the story of Okemono might initially appear to be very by the numbers. You're a special chosen one, you try to do good for the good of the planet, and you fight a force of evil spreading war and disaster. What the game manages to do through this is tell a story about the very concept of how humans categorize good, evil, and the nature of the world. The game is bold enough to tackle both the subject matter of the Big Bang, abiogenesis, the origin of life, and evolution, the diversity of life, while adding in science fiction details such as panspermia, aliens seeding life on other planets, and discussing the nature of religion and ideology as civilizations form and begin to interpret the world around them. Despite this, the game never feels like it's talking down to the player. It treats the subject matter with awe and curiosity rather than spite and hostility, even when it depicts something it clearly considers to be wrong, such as how a civilian turns to war over misguided teachings from a god figure. All of it accumulates in what we genuinely believe to be the most jaw-dropping final act of any video game ever made. The fact that the best comparison we can think of when it comes to the scope of the game's narrative is the amazing masterpiece that is Final Fantasy XIV's 2021 expansion, Endwalker, should speak to the game's quality, as that game is literally our favorite game ever made. Being a lower budget title for the NEC PC98 home computer system, there's not much graphical prowess or detailed animation in the game. The 150 plus species are depicted through one still image in the HUD alongside a low detailed 8x8 pixel sized sprite that flickers with binary frames of animation for a total of 4 directions, but once again the simplicity does not hurt the game at all. The drawings themselves are gorgeous, especially the cinematic moments that are sprinkled in throughout the storyline, and the colors are always vivid and charming in the best possible way. It's memorable, and more importantly, it's doing exactly as much as it needs to do. When it comes to the soundtrack, we have to do something we generally don't do in reviews like this: compliment someone we despise. The music is by the late Sugiyama Koichi, most known for his work on the Dragon Quest franchise. Sugiyama was not someone who cared to not speak ill of the dead, so neither will we. Sugiyama was a horrible nationalist who repeatedly attacked the families of living and dead rape survivors in South Korea. He did this because he was a staunch nationalist who refused to acknowledge the horrible acts of Japan during World War II and beyond towards the Korean people. He was also notorious for refusing to let his, mostly mediocre, music be available for Western audiences, leading to Dragon Quest games often being localized with MIDI soundtracks instead of orchestrated ones. Even before we learned of Sugiyama's ideological stances, we found it strange that he was such a hugely popular composer, since much of his work is frankly not that good. There are a few great tracks from Dragon Quest, for sure, but most of it is just not that memorable. He's no Shimamura, Soken, or Uematsu, that's for sure. However, this is where we have to swallow our pride and admit something. This game's soundtrack kicks ass. It is by far the best work Sugiyama has ever put out, and it genuinely should be up there with the most celebrated examples of video game soundtracks. Which is why it's such a shame that this game is likely never going to see any kind of re-release, despite efforts such as Project Egg striving to make old Japanese home computer games playable on modern hardware, specifically because it's a game with Sugiyama's music and the legal details around it a hellscape as a result. We hope we're wrong there, because the game and its soundtrack deserves more of an audience. The saddest part of finishing Yonjuroku Okunen Monogatari The Shinkaron was realizing that there's no other game like it. Its Super Nintendo sequel, which did release in the West, is vastly different, and games like Spore, Pokemon, or certain Digimon games might scratch some parts of the itch, but not enough to feel as a satisfying alternative. We need more games like these. Like this. Another time. that's the review. Yeah. Amazing game. So, how did that hurt us? We love the face your fish makes when you're, dashing, by the way. It's fucking adorable. We don't even know why we're chasing these fish, by the way. We just wanted to. It looks like a bullet bill. It looks exactly like a bullet bill with the face. Ooh, okay, what are we doing? There's a wall of bubbles. Okay. You should play Spore at some point. You should play Spore and try to recreate E.V.O. That could be kind of fun. The wall of bubbles disappeared because of the explosion from the volcano. Okay. This game is not as interesting as the original game so far. Like, and we know, like, that's we don't mean like overall. We mean that the start of the original game was more interesting. This is just kind of eating things, which is like, okay. The first game you like had NPCs and you talked to, and like there was a disaster that happened, like right at the start. People turned on you and chased you out of the village. Like, we're missing something to like hook us into the narrative. Yes, becoming a partner of a hot goddess, that is obviously a driving factor, but like there needs to be more, and we're hoping it shows up soon. We'll see what happens at the end of this era. Because by now, like at this point, we're like what, 40 minutes in? 30 minutes in maybe? More had happened in the original game. Casual gamers destroyed E.V.O. Yes. No, this game is charming. We like it so far. It's lacking that special thing to it so far. And we're hoping it gets it, because it's such a huge departure. We respect it for being a huge departure, you know? That is genuinely really interesting. Let's get a tackle fin. Mysterious time stream involves you. Yeah, we can be like Tiktaalik now. We can like wait up on land. Games look light on narrative. That's fine. We just need something to hook us in. Right now we're lacking it. Oh shit! Run away! Run away! Oh fuck! that a koala count? Maybe. We're assuming Sugiyama is the composer again, given that a lot of the same tracks are showing up, and there's no way he would allow that if he wasn't the composer. I'm actually surprised that like there's a lot of the same tracks. If it shouldn't be, because Sugiyama does reuse his music all the time, but we should say, he's dead. But just never realized that these tracks were mostly just remakes of existing tracks. Like I said, we had played this game before. Long time ago. Like, probably 20 years ago. But, yeah. You barely remember anything from it. Okay. I'm gonna try and dodge this potential koala count and go here instead. Ah! Fuck off! Okay. Yes! Okay, we need... How much do we need for next horn? 800, okay. Tail, maybe? Have a scaly body. Let's get a horn again. No, we should get a spiral horn. That's 300. Maybe then it won't break. Let's collect a few more E.V.O points. Should be too hard. This track is also from the original game. Yeah, so obviously we never had this game on the console. We don't think it released in Europe, right? But we got Super Nintendo emulators like shortly before the turn of the millennium. So it would have been around like between 98 and like 2004. Like around that time we would have played it. Mysterious time stream involves you. Alright, check this out. Haha, one hit. Oh, here's where you can save. Okay. Review evolution record. It is not recorded. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Domain of Sepalas. No! All our horns break. Okay, the horns are just not worth it. That's a fish. They're powerful in combat, but like spending those E.V.O points on other things is probably much smarter. By the way, we talked about it during the original game playthrough, but we are genuinely plotting out the idea for a spiritual successor to E.V.O. It's gonna be very much in the style of the original game, and like not even like much more complicated in terms of visual design either. We're thinking very much the same concept of like basic sprite, still image to show the species. Your evolution is dictated by stats rather than active choices. The main difference is gonna be that we're not gonna do you're not gonna be able to go backwards in the tree. And obviously it's gonna be a different narrative and stuff as well, because We're not literally remaking E.V.O. We don't have the rights to make E.V.O. But yeah, we've been inspired to do something very similar. We're gonna start by doing a little prototype, just covering the earliest form of life that you'll be playing in the game. And gonna let some people test that. And if people genuinely think it's like, hey, you have something here, this is worth continuing, we're considering maybe putting up like a Kickstarter for it. So that could be fun. And if you are at all interested in being the first person to learn about how progress in that game is going, that information will go on our Patreon. As it always has. We just haven't developed games for like a very long time. But back when we were actively developing things, it went on the Discord, on the Patreon first. And of course, if you want to be one of the people who try it out, our Discord is a good place to be. The Discord is not something you have to be a patron to be on, by the way. You just have to be a viewer or a friend. If you don't have the link, you can ask us for it, or you can ask one of our moderators if they're in the chat to share one. If you join the server, you will be initially unable to post anything until you've done an introductory post, and we can let you in properly. But we will do that either during the stream or after the stream, depending on when we notice it. But yeah, we are a small community here on the Let's Be Under channel, so right now we're just like letting everyone in and showing the fun, because like there's no reason for us to be like segregating people out, you know, because why would we? It would be one thing if we had like 1,000 people watching, then it would be very difficult to be like keep track of what everyone is saying and doing, but we're lucky if we get 5 active viewers at a single time, after all. In before. Well, we actually like, not to be oh, we did it for the clout, because that's not why we did it. We are genuinely surprised we didn't get more of a following during the 2-month character drive we did. The Palestine drive. Like as I said, not why we did it, obviously. We're actually surprised that it didn't like boost subscribers and such as much as you would expect it to. Because like the videos themselves were pretty successful and we raised a lot of money, but it actually did not translate much to a following. And in a way, that's good. It means that people cared about the cause, not just that it was us doing it, and that's the most important part. But it did surprise us, actually. We did think it would have a bit more of an effect. Okay. Wait, you surprised didn't want to sign for the 420 Hedgehog streams? People did, though. People followed those streams, though. They all have good views compared to our other streams. It's just that it didn't translate into a following, which is fine. Mysterious time stream evolves here. Ah, big. Have we upgraded our tail yet? Oh, we have, right? Here's time stream evolves you. Ah, that was a boring tail. Oh well. We love the colors. We're a lesbian fish. Look at us. The seaweed whisper to one another. Naturally. Friends, the Strawlights are trying to create a new world using oxygen. They are having trouble because the Kurasalaches keep interfering with them. Okay. Domain of Kurasalache. Oh, hi, Gwen. How's the gameplay compared to the last one? God. So the gameplay is much more involved. It's an action RPG. It's a side-scrolling action RPG, whereas the last one was a very basic Dragon Quest style turn-based RPG. We don't like it as much. It's kind of less interesting, but it does have a charm to it. We love the graphics. And it's really interesting because like now your capabilities are based on your body parts, which is kind of fun. Koala count the sap flow. Yes. Yes. Oh, and you have a bullet bill face when you rush. We love that. So, since you're building your own species in this game, basically, maybe we can actually stay as a Spinosaurus longer this time. Right. Let's get 20 more points and get something. Ow, ow! Okay. Let's evolve. Our hands and feet, maybe? Wait, no, we already have the koala fish fin, right? Actually, can we see what we have? Well, we probably can't get the thing we already have, right? Yeah, we can't. Okay. We already have a tackle fin. Okay, okay, never mind. We like our dorsal fin. Maybe we should just go for the jaws. 800 points. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's work towards 800 points then. Not too much. It's 500 now. Ow! The evolution menu is much more accessible. You know what you're doing this time. It's not as random. With that said, we really like the stat system that you use to evolve in the other game. But as we said at the start, like we kind of need to not judge this game in comparison to the first game, because if we're gonna do that, we're just gonna be disappointed, you know? We're trying to feel more like, what does this game do uniquely? What does this game do to set itself apart from like games in general? And when we look at it like that, it is a very interesting game with some very cool ideas. Okay, so let's see. Jaws. Get the finish these jaws. Mysterious time stream evolves you. Aw, that's not as good of a face. Aw. Oh well. Go fight the tiny sharks. Fucking blowhighs! Stop attacking me, that's lesbophobia. Oh shit. Our fish is becoming a turf. Oh, fuck. Oh, we gotta die. We're dead. First death. Blowhigh murdered us. Sorry, you've been defeated. I will revive you. Please keep this a secret from my father, the sun. Your E.V.O P has been reduced slightly. Is Blowhigh itself trans, or are they just an ally? Well, they didn't seem like an ally to us. Were we always this slow? Okay, now we're fast again. That was strange. This game reminds us that there's a new Echo the Dolphin in development. We're very excited for that. There's also remakes of the first 2 games coming out, but the new game is the one that actually interests us. Oh, it's gonna be so sad when we change from scales to another thing and we're no longer orange and pink. Let's try and fight these sharks again. They're not sharks, we know, but like Jurassic. Whew. Okay. This game is definitely more accessible than the first game. Like, this is the kind of game where like someone would look at you playing it and go like, "Oh yeah, this game looks fun." Whereas like the first E.V.O, if you haven't been following along with how the game works, just seeing someone play it will be like, "Why are you playing this? It looks like garbage," you know? Because like it's basically just like you're looking at a still image. And another still image. And this being an action RPG and like having these kind of like more like cartoony graphics makes it very like digestible, I think. We understand why Enix were actually interested in localizing this one. Is this on the NSO thing, by the way? Because it's Square Enix, and they have some games on there, right? Much as we dislike the NSO thing, it would be cool to see it be available. What we really need is an E.V.O inspired Final Fantasy XIV raid. This one is officially translated, yeah. We're playing the, I think it's North American. Hold on, let's double check. Search for Eden. E.V.O. Yeah, North American release, 1993. Whereas the first one was only fan translated. Quite recently too. Mysterious times we will see. Oh, we're still, yes! We're still lesbian. We just flipped our colors. Are we ready to be the Monster Hunter one? No. You would start, so like in the first, the raid would be an alliance raid, where you start by fighting fishes, and then like at the end of the raid you're fighting like the early predecessors to the mammals on land, and then the second raid is like the Triassic through to the Cretaceous era of dinosaurs, and then after that you could have like early man to like the futuristic stuff that was at the end of the game. It'd be so cool. Actually, what they really should do, get Yokotaro on making a new E.V.O game. Can you imagine what he would fucking do with this? Like the original E.V.O, like the more we think about it, We compared it to Endwalker in a review, but honestly, that plot with its ending, those who haven't seen the ending yet, we're not gonna spoil it. Watch the ending of that playthrough. It's ridiculous, but that's some Yoko Taro shit. That's some Yoko Taro shit. Like that's some Nier and Drakengard shit right there. He would do great making a spiritual successor to E.V.O. Or an official successor. Trollites whisper to one another. If we could move along the bottom of the sea without sticking, we would not have to be ruled by the Kuraselach. Kuraselach? Kuraselach. Sounds better. Shh, speak quietly or the leader in the cave will hear you. Yeah, the Peace 98 wasn't on anyone's radar, but a lot of Peace 98 games did get localized as like DOS games. Because the Peace 98 is running a variant of DOS. Ooh, okay. Scary. Swordfish horn. Sword lesbian powers. Mysterious time stream involves you. Hi. Huh? Who are you? Knowing this is the domain of the Kuraselach, king of the sea. Why are you here? Are you trying to help the Trollites build a new world? Sea is the only world. I will defeat anyone who helps the Trollites. So, that seems promising. Sorry, you've been defeated. I will revive you. Please keep the secret from my father, the son. You peace. So we have a boss fight, and it's using the battle music from the original game, the first game. That's fun. Lesbians can stun lock, exactly. And as a trans lesbian, we can do both. We need to play more games where we can actually play a sword lesbian in. I guess technically we're doing that in Oblivion, but... Oh, okay. It seems the swordfish horn does not break off, at least. Trans girls are bullying us! Alright, that's from Fallout, right? Fallout has like 2 different perks that, yeah. Remember that. Yeah, so someone who's neither Bai or Pam, we don't really have a dog in the fight, you know? But we basically, in our head, we don't separate the two at all, unless it's to explain terminology to someone outside the queer community, basically. Well, you can say that about, like, a lot of queer labels. Like, a lot of the time you don't really need to be, like, descriptive on meanings and stuff, unless it's because you have to talk to someone outside the community, you know? Okay. Should we... do the Karasalash tail. Karsalak. Mysterious time stream involves you. Alright, that's alright. Now we already have the best thing here. We have the best thing here. We have the best thing there. We don't want to switch dorsal fin because we love the one we have, so we're not going to change that. Okay, yeah, I think we're done. I think we have, record creature on what page? This page. Yes. Name evolved creatures. Okay, that's not a lot of, not a lot of spells, but okay, let's go with this. Less for and less bekant. Record complete. That's a fun feature. Holy shit, these sharks are so annoying. Dikanth, that's a good one too. Holy shit, we're trying to get health back and we're just getting bodied by this fucking Can we get a super meat again? The one that gives us full health? No, quite the opposite. The transcuts can double jump. And blowhigh can also double jump, but the blowhigh being submerged underwater is is um, is a it's a metaphor for how trans women are placed in the wrong um, social sphere by society. Sorry, we're just refilling our drink. You tried so hard to make that analogy work. You know what the funniest thing is? Literally, when we started talking, we knew exactly the analogy we wanted to make, and it was like, this makes perfect sense in our head. We struggled so much getting it out that it just sounded like a desperate plea for, like, help as we tried to, like, piece things together. We forgot the words halfway through the sentence. Please get a good meat. Okay, well, we're almost full health now, even without getting the super meat. Okay. Here we go. And we immediately get fucking... We have, like, maxed out our stats. The only thing we haven't maxed out on is a dorsal fin. This is ridiculous. Why can't we do the fucking slap with the tail? All this just so we can bone Gaia. Yeah, I guess it's worth it. Okay, there's gotta be something we're missing. Let's test our buttons. Okay, that exits out to the world map. Okay. There's gotta be some... Okay, we can do that thing. That's just eating, we think. And there's that snapping thing. But why can't we use the tail? You don't get it. the map upside down? Don't think so. Okay. Vegan challenge run. You literally can't do it. You don't get any evolutionary points from eating the seaweed. And unlike the first game, there's no Gaia hearts you can take for E.V.O points either. And of course, technically, actually, do we get E.V.O points when we kill but don't eat? Let's find out. Let's kill this shark, but not eat it. No. They hold off on the E.V.O points until you eat, so... yeah, vegan run is actually impossible. Which, to be fair, makes sense, because... sorry, vegans, but... we wouldn't have evolution if all life was vegan, originally. Or originally might be the wrong word, but... at every step on the way to human. Lack of health is so annoying. Can't just like wait to recover health in this game either. Well. Are we doing something wrong? Is Fadeleaf in the chat? Fadeleaf knows if the game works. Like, are we missing something or do we just suck? Please tell us. Evolving gives you a full heal. Oh. That's like the version of the save trick in the original game. No way. Yeah, you're right. Okay, we can work with that. Does removing something count as evolution then? You notice a remove feature thing on the menu. Or is it only when you add something? Just trying to figure out what's the best thing to do in terms of E.V.O points economy. Damn, the Super Nintendo is struggling with like having multiple things on screen at once. Fuck! We weren't fast enough to hit the select menu. But yeah, one thing we absolutely are keeping in our spiritual success, by the way, is the strange hot woman voice speaks to you thing. Although, as you might imagine, we are gonna make it less straight. We're gonna make evolution woke. Dark Souls 1 Gwyn. We're so bad at Dark Souls lore. Which one is Gwyn? Like, we have played Dark Souls, but no, it's not our hyperfixation, so to say. Oh, that didn't. Gwyn is the Lord in the front of the. Okay. Yeah, we haven't finished the first game, so that's why we don't know who it is then. Yeah, because that's who we thought it was at first, but oh, Guinevere. Okay. Yeah, because we know the big woman in Anorlando. Gotten that far into the game. We said it before, but we are gonna stream Dark Souls at some point. Our plan is to download the entirety of our original Dark Souls playthrough, the one we did as a separate episode Let's Play, and have that video running in the corner as we play. Our goal is to finish Dark Souls before we gave up our original Dark Souls playthrough. Because we never finished it, and we played it across several years. So it would be fun to see if we can beat it faster than we didn't beat it last time. You can. Is there a quick way to check the length of a YouTube playlist? Or if so, we can check right now to see how long we spent on the game before we gave up. Which, to be fair, we gave up because we had other things to do, not because it was like we didn't like it or anything like that. Hold on. Look it up right away. Okay. It's 1 day, 17 hours, 24 minutes, and 59 seconds. So that's 41 hours, 41 and a half hours. Oh, I fucking hate these sharks! Okay. Let's find out if removing something gives you things. What should we remove? Remove the dorsal fin. Mysterious time speed evolves you. It does. Okay. Mysterious time speed evolves you. Yes! What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, it probably was sushi. You're right. That makes sense. We are the Strolites. Outside the sea, a world filled with oxygen is being born. The entrance is here. Oh hey, more music from the original game. Host of Panji. Change of circumstance causes evolution. Mysterious time stream evolves you. Yay! We're like a Tiktaalik now! Yeah! Oh, oops. I think we just devolved. Look at our adorable little fish. Here's a screenshot of this fucker. Where do you... Screenshot. Here we go. I am Gaia. The fish age lasted about 2 billion years. As it ended, it gave way to the new beginning of a new world, one filled with oxygen. It is called the Land Age. The Strolites and the plains have already begun living here to prepare a better place for those who choose to follow. Here is a present for you surviving the fish age. It is the body of an amphibian. You have lungs so that you may breathe, and you may also move about the ground freely. A new adventure awaits your new body, so... Great power, please give this creature a new body. No! We're ugly! Let us go to the era when the creatures reached land. We shall use the time trance. These days, everything is trance. Okay. Next stage is the Age of Amphibians. Amphibians, Icusdega, and insects which were the first to arrive have already lived on land. There should be a lot of large plants growing there. Something is wrong. You know what this game needs? A hot naked blonde lady named Lucifer with vampire fangs mocking you and going, oh, ho, 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 ho. Sorry, we said we wouldn't compare this game to the original, but yeah. Toasta Panji. Oh, we're ugly. Hello. Are you friends or food or enemies? E.V.O tip. Welcome to the world of amphibians. If you evolve your tail, you will increase your jumping ability and your HP. Okay. So, can we talk? Oh, your food. Okay. The fucking gay-ass jump. Because they're jumping that as well. Oh. Oh, should we save? Chapter 1, you pass. It was a lot older than I thought. Well, as the Japanese name of the game suggests, the time from the fish age, as this game calls it, and now is 4.6 billion years. There is someone whispering in the air above you. Captain, the green crystal has the power to change your body back to the way it was before, doesn't it? Yes. But Captain, isn't it wrong to operate the process in reverse? This crystal must be bad for the evolution process. Absolutely not. I will not take responsibility for anything that happens. It is still good for the future of this planet. We just ate that green crystal. We didn't even think about it. Even though they warned us. Ocean of Panji. And so we're back to the same behavior as before. We are koala fish. It is very difficult for us to evolve or fight against other creatures, so we stay as we are. Okay. Oh, holy shit! But you said you had difficulty fighting creatures. What the fuck are you doing? On one hand, it's good that this game like avoids the notion of like later stage of evolution equals stronger and better, because that's not how evolution works. But it's kind of annoying to level up to like 55 HP and then go down to 30 afterwards. Like, come on. So why do we need to evolve just to start walking on land? Can't we just walk? That's literally what the amphibians did. Hello. Oh, okay, it's on. We look so fat. We look like a tubby cat that struggles to chase like the other cats around. And we know what that looks like because our mom's cat is humongous compared to our cat, and they live together. Let's see what we can do. Evolution! Okay, body. Total body, scaly body, armor body. Okay, okay. Original horn, feeler horn, big horn, dual horn. Okay. Stagger jaws, husking jaws, fierce jaws. Okay. Dorsal fin. Original dorsal fin, vestigial shark's dorsal fin, Edosaurus dorsal fin, thorn dorsal fin, jumping dorsal fin. Okay, we'll start with the original dorsal fin. We want the dorsal fin. We miss our dorsal fin. Mysterious time stream evolves you. Oh, it's green now. Better when it was pink. Oh hey, it's nighttime, so they're sleeping. Right now this is the desert bus of evolution RPGs. Just walking in a straight line. Down to the bullet Stega. Okay. How long is this game compared to the original game? Do you reckon it's gonna go faster, or like it's gonna take longer? 'Cause the first chapter lasted a little bit longer than we think it did in the original game. That's because in this game we struggled really a lot with that boss fight. Whereas in the original game, the only thing we struggled with was the start because we didn't understand how to gather up evolutionary points and evolve. Take care, Grant. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. It'll be fun. In, what's that, 14 hours? Yeah. Get out, stranger. This land is owned by the elder who takes care of plants. Okay. We'll eat that elder if we have to. Three levels in a row now that was just walking in a straight line. I can't. Why can't we do a voice? I congratulate you on passing. That's not our old man voice. What the fuck? I congratulate. We can't do it. What the fuck? I congratulate you on passing through the protected land. But this is the final area. I am the strongest of the Ikustega family. I am Debustega. Boo boo. You laugh at me? Do you think my body looks funny? I know what you are. Yeah, no, you're laughing at me. You're making me very angry. I'm going to defeat you. Okay. Yep. Okay. Just have to farm some E.V.O points. Yeah, we expected there to be more platforming, considering the game has a jumping thing now, but there really hasn't been much so far. Kinda disappointing. The day and night cycle is a fun idea, though. I like that. Still strange that we're not affected by it, though. Like, we don't need to rest? Still odd. Guessing there's gonna be certain species that are nocturnal and are not asleep during nighttime. But if we don't need to sleep, then what does that matter, you know? This body should probably be the first one we evolve. Let's get a model body. Oh, that's a bit wacky. We like that. Funky. Okay, now we can get casting jaws. Oh, that's a good face. Okay. And evolve a few more things before we try the boss fight again. Like a tail. Very good thing. Thorny spring tail. We're at least gonna get thorn tail, but maybe we'll get thorny spring tail. Nice, yeah. Actually, only 200 more. Yeah, we can do this. Alright. Also it was tail, I wanted a thorny spring tail. Here's time speed evolves you, and... ah, that's good. You look fierce now. Got camo paint. Got Spinosaurus looking dorsal fin. Got big ass tail. Oh, look at the jump! Look how majestic we are. I. We wonder about this back of the head thing. Like, Hooper, Carol, Jeprol, Morimar. Morimar? I don't know what it is. Mysterious Timesmith loves you. Oh! Oh, we like that. Yeah, we look cool. Alright. We'll take on the Elder. Okay, it's not good enough. Probably won't stream super long tonight. We have a big event tomorrow we're hosting. But, I'll go for a little bit longer at least. Oh, that's unfortunate. We had a good strategy going there with jumping. But, he got us with the acid bile. Ah. I'll try one more time. God damn it. No, the acid bile is too powerful. Okay, let's think to get to do here actually. Save up for a better horn, probably. That or armor. It's a shame that like gathering the E.V.O point is so boring, because it's just walking in a straight line and jumping. We missed the natural disasters that got you points in the original game. That was a cool thing. Now we're doing it again, we're comparing to the original game, but like, it's specifically when we feel something is missing. I think it's fair to do it then, you know? They shouldn't just be eating things that gives you evolutionary points, because like, it's not all about combat, like, come on. Surviving is the point after all. That's why there was such a good idea to have it be like, oh yeah, you survived a natural disaster. That is pro for evolution. Oh shit. That's like we still can do like a tail waggle or anything. Kicking and striking. Oh. $2,000. Yep, it sure is an Enix RPG. Let's grind. We mentioned that this game did not release in Europe, only in North America. The funny thing is, if this game had come out like 4 years later, maybe 5 years later, it probably would have been the opposite. It would have been in Europe and not North America, because Enix stopped publishing in North America after a while. They lost their like North American partner publishing house, but they established one in Europe. That's actually why we got Terranigma, and America didn't. Also, why the first time we got a Dragon Quest game, it was the Game Boy Dragon Quest Monsters, or Dragon Warriors Monsters. We wouldn't get a regular Dragon Quest until after the Square Enix merger. Happened in 2003, we think? It must have been 2002. Final Fantasy 11 was the last Final Fantasy game to not be published by Square Enix, but rather just Squaresoft. In this game, like the whole evolutionary mechanics of this game, how it's about like getting new body parts and creating your own little creature. I just think this would have been better as like a virtual pet than an RPG. The virtual pets tend to be RPGs as well, but like, you know what I mean? Like, would have been better if this was like on the Game Boy Color, or if it was like a Tamagotchi style thing, or like you like play a little bit, like play for maybe like 15 to 30 minutes, then like leave it for a bit because your creature needed to like evolve or something, and back and you would see what it was doing. And throughout that you could discover a story where it went through all this stuff, but like just based on the time you spent on it instead, rather than doing this. It would have been cool. Right, let's do a body evolution then. Scaly body. Love a good scaly. Here's time screen evolves us into... Oh damn, we look sick. What's the next Jaws we could get? 1500. We should get that or a horn. The horns that are good are like just as expensive. It is genuinely impressive though how they've managed to like piece together these sprites, but just like separated body parts like that. That's the kind of thing we expect today being easy to do with 3D models now, but like making this work within like the tech and storage constraints of the Super Nintendo is like really fucking cool actually. Like, the first game was not impressive tech-wise, it was just a really good game. This game is impressive tech-wise, but it's kind of a tepid game so far. Not bad. The grinding kind of sucks, but it's also a Enix RPG from 1992, like, we knew we were in for grinding. That's not a defense, it's just a fact of how these games were. And there are certainly worse ways grinding can work. It's difficult to commentate over grinding though. Kind of stuff for having a co-host is good. You didn't think to get one for this stream. Maybe we should have. If you hey, hold on, can we increase our size? Let's check that. No, we can only decrease it. What the fuck? Okay. Why can't the boss be bigger than us? We can't go that big. That sucks. Almost there. There we go. Okay. Jaws. Fierce Jaws. Oh, we got the bullet bill back. Nice. Alright. Here we go. Now we're gonna fuck up this boss. That was easy. Ah. 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 You are great. You are. Why can't we do our elder voice? We don't understand it. You are great. We can't do it today. It's so strange. You are great. You are strong. Considering your great strength, I have something to ask you. Could you do me a favor? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Actually, this land used to be covered with plants. Suddenly, insects started to evolve extremely abnormally. These insects ate all of the plant life, leaving this place like a desert. They are trying to eat any remaining plants around the area. They refused our proposal to coexist. Now they are attacking our people. The father of this child went to try and persuade them, but he has never returned. Dad. Could you please help us? Okay. Ancestor cockroach. Those pesky amphibians are coming again. Okay. Everything just becomes red meat in this game. I just realized, you know what this is? This is a Pac-Man RPG. Just jumping forward. We just realized another game for which the name fits how this game works, and we're gonna use that for our next game title. We're not gonna tell you. It's Cursed and Great. Holy shit, these bees are annoying. Yeah, it's finally time to upgrade a dorsal fin, maybe. Get a jumping dorsal fin. Oh, we're a dragon now, basically. They became a dragon fast in this game. Game is strange. Oh damn, blood. I was supposed to try and persuade the king bee, but I have been badly injured. Is there anyone who can tell the king bee how important living in peace is? Sir, you look very strong. I have a favor to ask of you. I'm about to pass away soon. Please eat the food I have collected so that you may become strong enough to defeat the king bee. If you can defeat the king bee, it will enable the plants to recover and grow again. But I wish I would have met my son before I pass away. Farewell, my son. Okay. What can we do with that? 1500. We can get a big horn with that. One other thing we could get is armor body. Wait, that's a long while away. Let's get a big horn. Alright. Here's the key. Kind of funny we're gonna convince the king bee to live in peace with us by eating king bee's children. Oh, king bee wasn't there. Try again. Also, by the way, we have to point this out. We evolved wings from a fin. That is absolutely not how wings evolved. Wings are evolved from the fingers of a forelimb. It's actually like literally every version of the wing that we've ever seen any evidence of existing has always been basically a hand that is this with some kind of connecting tissue and elongated fingers. So that kind of sucks for a game that wants to be evolutionary, but yeah. Here comes another amphibian. You have evolved strangely. Did you use the crystal's power? As said before, the only way to satisfy our large appetite is to devour all of the plant life we can find. If you feel the way we have chosen is still wrong, maybe you should change it. You may only change it one way though, by force! Okay. I think we got this. Ah, it's so it's fucking the boss cheated. It went out of bounds. What the hell? Oh god, this fucking sucks. The fact that it can, like, go through the roof is really bullshit. Oh, come on. Yes! Haha, I'm a dragonfly. You may call me Megauzu. You got it. I didn't agree with the way the king be with King Bee either. You have strong enemies ahead. At this point, you don't need to evolve. Sand Eater in the next area is very strong. I suggest you run away. Okay. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, we are running away. Can't. Okay. Oh. You can't get through here if your body is still the same. It's the era of reptiles. The era of plants and insects has ended. Okay. Damn. Sure showed us. Hold on. Alright. I think we are gonna call it a night here. I guess we can go talk to the other amphibians that asked us to help them after we killed their leader. Beating 3 bosses, not a bad start to the stream though, to the series though. go well. Game is still fun. Very different from the original game. But it's still fun. Recently, the instance has become quiet. I wish Dad would return soon. Oh, oops. Accidentally punched him. Alright. Well, that'll be it for today then. We would like to give a very special thank you to our wonderful supporters on Patreon. You are Bean, Fadeleaf, Garden, Harahase, Hokase, Yu, Sluice Queen, M. Rosblum, Moto, Rain, Rumray, Saga Music, Shadow Winchester, Spider-Will News, The Coyote, and Yerocha. If you would like to support us, we have a Patreon, a Ko-fi, and PayPal. Links are on screen and in the description. Any amount you give gets your name in the credits for at least a month. Love you all, take care, good night, and we'll see you again on Sunday night.